In the preseason opener, the Las Vegas Raiders showed they had a good amount of things to clean up. That's what the preseason is all about, right? They come back together in training camp trying to grow together, and then they get to see where they are in the preseason games. Today, the Raiders have one of those games against the San Francisco 49ers to see how far they've come after the preseason opener against the Seattle Seahawks. In the regular season in the NFL, it's all about winning every week, but it's all about growing every week too. In the preseason, it's more about growing than it is winning. The Raiders need to do a lot of growing before the season starts if they're going to go anywhere this year. Let's go ahead and take a dive into how much the Raiders have grown in some key areas from last week to this week. Alright, we all know the thing Raider Nation is most anxious about is the tackling. Head coach Pete Carroll said the Raiders didn't do any tackling before the preseason opener, and it showed. The tackling by the Raiders in that game didn't even look like NFL tackling. That's what happens when you don't practice it. The Raiders and 49ers elected not to tackle in their joint practice Thursday as the 49ers already have enough injuries and they weren't together Friday. Therefore, we had to wait until today to see if it improved. I'm only counting the starters and guys we'll see in games this year, and from what I saw, it has improved. No, they haven't fixed it all the way yet. They missed a couple of tackles. The one that stood out to me was by safety Isaiah Polamau. The Raider linebackers tackled much better than last week, and they were better against the run overall. Middle linebacker Landon Roberts was really bringing that physicality too. It sounded much different when he hit someone or made a tackle. They missed way too many tackles last week, and it was good to see that that wasn't the case today. Hopefully that improves even more before the season starts. As far as the coverage goes, the 49ers completed way too many passes for my taste, but the Raiders sat back in the zone all day. I haven't seen the film yet, but they seem to be laid back in the zone a lot, so I'm not too sure what to think of that right now. It was nice to see safety Jeremy Chin pick a pass off though. Oh, and the defensive line looked much better than it did last week. When I say defensive line, I mean everyone not named Max Crosby. We already know what he's going to do. Fellow edge rusher Malcolm Kuntz looks like he has his juice back from 2023 after missing last year. It looks like the Raiders have more juice than I thought last week coming from the inside too. This Tyree Wilson on the interior on passing downs looks like he can work out. The pressure he had on the third down was impressive. He just bench pressed the guard into the quarterback. He made a few plays against the run today too. The Raiders already won the trade for interior defensive lineman Thomas Booker because corner Jacorian Bennett is injured. I don't know to what extent, but it's the same shoulder he injured last year while Thomas looks good. The Raider offensive line gave first-round running back Ashton Jeanty an opportunity to look good today, and he did. Last week he was making guys miss in the backfield, but then there would be 4 more guys waiting for him. Today he had holes in running starts. They gave us a chance to see if all the stuff about how hard he is to bring down and his contact balance is real. It is. It isn't something he was just able to do in college. He can do it as a pro. I don't want to see him take the kind of hit he took when he caught the pass and took on the linebacker though. I honestly don't want to see him do that in the regular season either unless there's a yard to go for a first down or something. I hope the rookie learned his lesson today about when to take a shot and when not to. I was never worried about the offensive tackles. I was so happy to see the interior offensive linemen do their thing today though. Jordan Meredith at center looked much better today. Meredith and right guard Jackson Powers Johnson blew open some holes for Jeanty to run through. Meredith and Dylan Parham did too. They all did some good run blocking in there. Alright, all the questions right now are about the corners. They looked good in training camp, but they were just laying back in zone coverage in the game today. The defensive line put a little heat on the quarterback and made some plays against the run. He's obviously not going to be Christian Wilkins right away, but I think this Booker kid's going to be something. The power and quickness are there. And man, I was worried about the offensive line giving Jeanty the space he needs to operate, but today it didn't look like I had anything to worry about. Meredith at center with Parham and Powers at the guards looks like it can work. We know about Geno Smith and his weapons too. I can't wait to see if this can all come together this year. Thank you for watching. See you next time.